Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Japan. This is the B2 playoffs, and it's the finals between Shiga Lakes and the KOSHIGAYA ALPHAS. So the Shiga Lakes from the Western Conference squaring off against the Eastern Conference's best, and I think it's perhaps a little bit of a surprise here what's going to take place here in Shiga's arena. A lot of people expected the high-flying Altieri Chiba to be in the finals, but Koshigawa had other ideas, beating them and beating them to the punch. You can see here Shiga Lakes winning a close first game and then sweeping their opponents in the semifinals, and then Koshigaya also taking care of business again with a sweep after a couple of close games. So Yamagata falling to Shiga Lakes, and they will battle it out for third place. But referees already in position for today's game, the crowd in position, and after the season of disappointment which saw Shiga relegated, they have come back strong with a couple of big aims, and that was to not only win promotion but to win the B2 finals. So here is the Koshigawa ALPHAS and their lineup, and it is a good one. We got LJ Peak, Hamel Tugeri, Kotora. We've got also Matsuyama, Ishikawa, and Harper. Justin Harper, big time talent, averaging more than 18 points per game. And that is the familiar face of Coach Anzai, who I think is going to get a lot of praise for how this season has unfolded and how he's been able to get Koshigawa into the top flight. And boy, wouldn't he like to go all the way as well. Here's some comparative stats as you look at how both of these teams have fared this season. And Koshigawa have really been pouring into points, but both teams have, in the B2 playoffs, shot the ball very well from both inside the arc and beyond it. Especially Koshigawa have been hot, and that is going to be the issue, I think, for this Shiga Lakes team. Shiga Lake Stars, are they going to be able to put the clamps on those shooters? Is that going to be a decisive factor? Well, who knows? We'll see how this thing unfolds. Obviously, it's all about defense, about rebound and limiting your opponent's opportunities. And it's something that Shiga Lakes have done very well this season, but they are coming up against a team that is hot and doesn't believe that it's going to lose. So we're in for a good one. It's going to be a great atmosphere here in the B2 finals. So Koshigaya ALPHAS is being introduced. LJ Peak, and you've got Kotora, and you've got Matsuyama, and along them out you've got Kenshin Hoshikawa, and again Justin Harper. Point guard Matsuyama plays very important minutes for this team, more than 26 in the playoffs, averaging 15 points, 5 assists, so it's a terrific team. Kenshin Hoshikawa as well, more of a role player, 7.5 points per game. Kotora, the big body, give you some rebounds. LJ Peak, of course, one of the big stars, 21.5 points, 4.3 rebounds per game. And one of the reasons why B.LEAGUE basketball is so popular is not just about the game, it's about the presentation. You're getting a feel for that here in this opening. It is perhaps an unrivaled show when you look at it internationally, how they get ready for games. The players, the dancers, the skaters, you name it, the rollerbladers, and you can see they're getting ready to rumble. Maybe these women that are going to be rumbling is going to be the players, and they're going to be introducing Shiga Lake Stars. Mark Modem, the Australian international, the Olympian, they lead them out. 22 points per game, 7 rebounds per contest. He can shoot it, he can dish, he's played all over the world. And a lot depends on what he can do. Kiefer Ravena, the Filipino international as well, absolutely essential for him to play well in this finals for Shiga Lakes Stars. But to have a chance against this very, as I said, hot KOSHIGAYA ALPHAS team. Justin Burrell, averaging 18 points, 8.4 rebounds, 3 assists. But Kiefer Ravena, it all starts, in my opinion, in the backcourt. And how well Kiefer Ravena can impact this game. They're not looking at him so much for points, or even assists. They're looking for him to do defense and some timely plays. And of course, you got good players coming off the bench. Ryan Krieger, 8.6 points per game, 6.2 rebounds. He will play a very important role, as well Taki Namoto, the backup point guard. And then you got Takanori Kahara, who has been playing a lot of minutes, also coming off of the bench. Naoto Moriyama has been a contributor, and Koya Kawamata in the game. But again, it's that, especially that starting five with Darrell, with Kiefer Ravena, and Mark Modem that really do the damage from a scoring standpoint, from a rebounding standpoint, and then with Craner coming off the bench. That is the bulk of your scoring. So we'll see if that holds true. In the finals, it certainly has been that way in the playoffs so far. There's Brock Modem getting in his shots, and as I said, 22 points per game in the playoffs, shooting 61% inside the arc. And what's impressive to me as well is 38.5% from three-point range. So we wanted to highlight him, and then we wanted to highlight L.J. Peak, 21.5 points per game. Look at that, 57.4% inside the arc, 35% from deep. So these two guys are scoring machines. They have really dazzled at times this season, and especially in the playoffs. There's Miyamoto, and Motum. Kashiwagura. Here's Ravena, the Gilas man, tossing himself before he comes out. And again, Justin Burrell, who's a real powerhouse and somebody that you always, you have to keep him away from the basket and limit his opportunities. And Coach Gomez, who, much like his counterpart Anzai, they have just been terrific this season and deserve all the plaudits that come their way. Now, as I said, both teams already the pressure off a little bit, considering they've won promotion. That was, I think, the most important aim of all. But when you can win a title, you want to win the title. These title chances don't come around all the time. So again, the full roster for the Shiga Lakes. And a great bounce back campaign, and also another look at the starting five. So see that Kiefer Ravena can combo guard versus his counterpart Koshigawa there, number 7, who is now point guard. Excuse me, Matsuyama from Koshigawa, the point guard. Well, hello everybody, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are here in Japan for the B2 finals, and Koshigawa winning the opening tip and scoring immediately. And it's no surprise who goes in for the opening bucket. It's LJ Peak. That was far too easy. They're going to have to get some bodies in front of him, or else he's going to rack up a huge number today, already with a chance for a three-point play. And LJ Peak does indeed get the three-point play to start proceedings. Modem with the lob, and good defense. Well, that was Ravena picking it up and putting up a little shot before he crumpled to the ground. So now a chance for Koshigaya to stretch their advantage. Oh, like almost a travel wasn't called, and Harper gets his first bucket. And again, this is a team coming off the big victory over Alteri Chiba, so they believe this is their title to win, even in hostile territory. The bump out on the perimeter, and the foul on Hoshikawa. Competition is going to get considerably tougher for both of these clubs next season, but B2 finals, these guys deserve to be here. Brock Modem easily scoring, laying it up with his left hand, now 33 years of age. Boy, time flies with Brock Modem. There is the drive and the denial. Now a chance for Modem, and hands it off. And that is exactly what they're looking for. That was the layup from Burrell. 26 years of age, and now it's just a one-point lead for Koshigaya. The Alphas had the bright start, and LJP missing it from deep. There's Ravena. He is tough to contain, but he misses the little short one. No chance on the open floor. Brock Modem stepping in front of Harper and drawing the charge. Oh, I thought they called the charge at first, and now, wait a minute, what's going on here? They've called a foul on Modem. That's what Brock Modem is saying. I thought you called the charge. I wonder if the ref got some help on that. Oh, we had a technical foul. I think we have. Okay, no, it was just the players slow getting up to the free throw line. They let him take the first one on his own. So a little bit of adversity here right at the beginning of the game. Again, Brock Modem a little bit confused, just like I was, thinking that they'd called the charge. So good job taking advantage of the opportunity was Harper to take the lead back up. A little missing from the line. Now quickly, LJ Peak. Good job, Burrell getting back. Here's Kotora, the veteran. It's a back toss from Matsuyama. There's Harper, and nobody stops him. Throws it down. 34 years old and looking like he's still got a lot of spring in those legs. He passed down low. Here's Modem. Chance opens up. He takes the bump. And they give him the free throw as well. So an and one coming for Brock Modem. And that's a good call. Kotora sliding in there just a little bit too late. And the problem that you have with Brock Modem is, first of all, he's a lefty, and I think that throws some people off. He doesn't make the free throw. He's a great shooter, so you got to guard him, and he can put the ball on the deck and go to the hoop. So very, very shifty. Entry pass down low. Oh boy, that was way too easy. They got the mismatch. Harper putting it up and in. So questions being asked early of the Shiga Lakes. Here's Kiefer Ruvena missing it. Good rebound from Miyamoto. And again, that leads to another opportunity. And Burrell misses with the layup. Harper going to town down low and shooting over Brock Modem. So we have our first timeout of the game. Ahmed's not liking how this is direction this is moving in. I don't think Brock Modem can do much more in this situation. Moves his feet, got his hands straight up. And you can see Koshigaya's Harper is not easy to contain on that low post. They're going to have to send some help, or else that's going to be a problem against anybody. Well, you can see these games that were played, the previous games rather. Shiga really laid the wood to them back in February. It's early. 6 points in the paint for Gomez's team. We got some issues defensively they got to take care of and maybe get some better shots. Don't settle for the jumpers early. Get something going inside like this, and that's exactly what they wanted. Just got to make the shots, and that's exactly what Koshigaya are doing. The Alphas off to a better start here. Quickly pushing it up the floor was Matsuyama. And kind of initiating the contact with Brock Modem, and gets the call. Oh no, sorry, they called the foul to reach on Kiefer Ruvena. Maybe not. Maybe they've called it on Kashiwagura. Just looking at him hold up his hands. No, it's definitely a Ruvena. Yeah, that's easily. Looking at the replay. And I think the problem with Kiefer Ruvena there is the way he swung at the ball. I mean, he may have gotten all ball, but I want to see if this is unsportsmanlike because of the way he swung at the ball. Very hard. Watch this again. This is a big swing. Whap! I think Kiefer Ruvena is going to be hit with an unsportsmanlike. Looked like, I mean, he may have been going for the ball, but it looked kind of like he really got him in the midsection. No, they keep it. They keep it as a normal foul. So he breathes a sigh of relief. You don't want to give away the 2 free throws and possession. think that rule, they must have ruled that he got some of the ball and that he was definitely going for the ball. Otherwise, I think they would have called that an unsportsmanlike. I certainly think he was going for the ball, but it was just the way he swung that didn't look great. So Matsuyama goes to the line, makes the first, and the Alphas continue to pour in the points here early. 15 already, and just 4 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Modem. Oh boy, that's big. You know you're good when you can hit a shot like that when the other team has all the momentum and things start to get a little bit nervous. Brock Modem, so far the star player, at least on offense for this Shiga Lakes team. LJ Peak, a little bit out of control, and again, it looked like either he kind of lost his balance and fell over, or he was trying to get the foul call and get to the line. LJ Peak does get his shots up. I mean, he's, as I said, averaging 21.5 points per game. So Ravena is going to go out, and Nomoto is going to come into the game here early as Shiga Lakes look to shake things up a little bit. Modem again. Drives, little runner, little floater. My goodness. He is almost automatic, and now the pressure on the inbounds pass leads to the turnover. And this is exactly what they need, a little bit more intensity on defense. Look at Modem. He just makes it look so easy, just kind of glides around the court. Modem again, a nice pass, and there is the dunk and the layup. So terrific finish from Burrell, and just like that, the alarm bells were ringing, but now it's just a 2-point game. And much better intensity on the defensive end for the home team, showing a different face right now. So Wakugawa also coming off the bench, bringing the intensity, picking up the foul. They're over the limit now, though. No more. They'll be sending him to the line. Long shot, no good. There is nice spinning, hooping, scooping, and bucket for Burrell. And now it's the Alphas who have to call the timeout. So great response coming out of their timeout, and then the substitutions. Sense of urgency much more evident on the last couple of possessions. And again, Burrell playing like a powerhouse here. Kotora not going to be able to hang with that. In fact, that was Butts who's come into the game as well. Isaac Butts, his mobility not quite as good. So look at it. We saw the playoffs results previously for the Alphas. Here is Shiga Lakes, and again, and right now it's all about finishing things off. And that was the playoffs for the Alphas. And again, the biggest results, those semifinal wins over Alto Chiba. I don't know how many people expected them to win and certainly to sweep, but two close, hard-fought games, and they booked their ticket. No good. Rebound. Another opportunity. And yet another. 3 misses. Shiga can't get the basketball, and they get punished. They're coming off the bench. Inui, 25-year-old. Oh, beautiful drive and finish. That was a nice job from Wakugawa, who's getting it done on both ends of the court right now. 17 apiece. This is the area where they're struggling with the last 2 possessions, getting clean rebounds, but this time it goes out of bounds. So, Sakura. A good look. Missed. And Ravenna comes back into the game. Let's see if he comes back a different player after sitting down. Oh boy, how about that? Drilling it from downtown. To 17. Boy, Shiga Lakes have really turned it on since they made those initial substitutions. Took them a while to warm up. Saved in bounds. And LJ Peak scores. If I'm Coach Gomez, I'm concerned about the offensive rebounds they are allowing the Alphas to get. They've got to do something about limiting those opportunities. Inui picks up the foul. So we've seen it all from Burrell. We've seen his driving ability, that last 3-pointer from him. And meanwhile, Harper picks up the personal. He's back in the game. 20-19. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in this first quarter. Ball gets away. Creener. There's the help defense that they've been crying out for. And the bump right at the line. Sakura picks up the personal.
KOSHIGAYA 33番笹倉玲二選手のファウルです。パーソナルファウル1つ目、チームファウル4つ目。
Well, you got to be a brave man to step in front of Burrell. You can see he is a load. I think that was a mistake. As you look at 39-year-old checking in. Also, number 99. Kawamata. Oh, like a travel there. An offensive rebound at this end. And here is a jump shot, no good from keeper Ravenna. Oh, look at that. Nice steal and layup for Wakugawa, who really has been important for this team today. The 20-year-old. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3.4 assists in the playoffs, and he is showing us what he has got today. Here is a 3-pointer, no good, and Modem corrals the rebound. And that'll be a frustrating foul to give away because you're going to put him on the free throw line. Asakura, kind of a quick whistle, really. It looked like there's too much contact. Or maybe that was on Kikuchi. Excuse me. Ravena just needs to see the ball go into the hoop like he just did, and let's see if this helps him settle down a little bit. The 30-year-old, brother of 30 Ravena, obviously big time reputation back home in the Philippines. Everybody knows him. Here he is again, getting settled, goes up to the line, makes both. So that foul was indeed on Kikuchi. Kothra with the pick. He gets it back. I just don't see the mobility with him and the ability to finish. It's not important, but he does a good job of getting it to the scorer, Harper, who takes advantage. Harper now at 12 points. Shiga Lakes probably will hold this until there's about 5 seconds, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Okay, here's Ravena. Drifts in over to Modem. Oh, beautifully executed. Look at that. Right at the end of the shot clock and really the game clock. I'll tell you what, folks, this is the Brock Modem show right now. Here he is again. And you're going to have to even, if you have to foul him hard, make him earn it at the free throw line. Shiga Lakes, after a shaky start, come back to take the lead 26-21 at the end of one. Well, David Gomez has to be happy with the turnaround for Shiga Lakes. They were down, giving up a lot of points early, but here they are rebounding and coming out much better, but missing with their first attempt here. Kochi passes it outside. Three-point look off board. Can they stop him? No, they cannot. Burrell just doing anything he wants to right now. Okay, sorry, I thought he already had 12 points, but in fact, I think now he has 12 points. Excuse me, that was Harper. So Harper, no, sorry, has 15 points. Here is Brock Modem. And the traveling Wakugawa. Miyamoto back in the game. Koshigaya back in. Mia over to Harper, gets it back. And Harper looks down low, spins. He just gets so many opportunities. Goes off 1 foot. I mean, the guy has 17 points. And it's 26 apiece. Here is Modem. And he is foul driving as well by Harper. Maybe that's the best way to deal with Harper, is try to get him into foul trouble, get him out of the game. Look at this. The extension from Brock Modem. 13 points. Now a chance for an and one. Well, that's Harper's first foul, so they got a long way to go before they can get him out of the game in foul trouble. B2 finals between Shiga Lakes and Koshigaya ALPHAS. ALPHAS upsetting Alter Chiba to get into the finals. Shiga Lakes, meanwhile, both of these two teams already have won promotion to the B1. And because the shot did not go up and hit the rim, the shot clock expires. Kitagawa exchanging some low fives here, and LJ Peak comes back into the game. So wholesale substitutions, in fact, for Koshigaya. There's Coach Enzai, and the best in the business. Modem again into the corner. This time it's the offensive rebound. Here is, again, the miss and the battle for the basketball. Miyamoto couldn't get it. Harper, a constant menace. Greener with the foul. He's got 18 points already, and with just 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. This guy is, I'll tell you, you go again, highlight, you talk about LJ Peak, but right now Harper is the problem. And Coach Gomez, David Gomez, I'm sure he knows there may have to be an adjustment made here, because he's basically putting his team on his back and getting it done. Corner from Crooner, no good. A chance to go back in front for the ALPHAS. Kotora back in the game, the bounce pass. Into the paint, and Harper goes up, and this time contact but no call. And Ravena fouled a long way away. Tried to get the shot up so he could get 3 free throws. Good job, Craner this time. Watch this. He anticipates it. And can't blame keeper Ravena from trying that. I've seen it given. And this time, one pass too many to Brock Modem. Ball deflected and goes out of bounds off of Modem. Look at the D out on the perimeter. Here's LJ Peak. Been a little quiet lately. So for the 3, not there for Tiyama. Here is the drive. And they launch a 3 from the wing. And again, if it's not Modem taking shots, or Burrell, there hasn't been much to offer. These 2 guys have combined for 23 of the team's 29 points. And meanwhile, Harper just dominating. Another bucket for him, and he's got 21. Trainer again, this time. That's what they need. They need somebody. Somebody to knock down a 3 is a huge importance to be able to stretch that D a little bit and have a threat. Harper into the paint. Oh, they're going to call the block. Block on Craner. Maybe the biggest help for Shiga Lakes is if Harper gets a little bit tired, because that's the only thing that seems like it could potentially slow him down at this stage. Spanish coach Gomez, I think, trying to do a translation there. Burrell back into the game. Well, this guy is the alpha of the alphas so far, number 32, Harper, 22 points. Goodness gracious. And we still got 5:38 to go in the first half. Bends the knees, takes the shot. He's got 23 points. And Harper, I think, is going to say, thank you very much. I will sit down and just catch my breath. So that means Inouye comes back into the game. So Chiro Inouye has good minutes. More than 11 a game in the playoffs. Averages 7.3 points per game. So also he contributes. There is Modem with his poetry in motion. That time, Brock Modem. With long strides into the lane. He's got 16 points. Looking to get to the free throw line. Falling down, but they're not going to get that call. Here's Modem. Drifts in. He's not missing, folks. 18 points for Brock Modem. And Harper looking on from the bench and thinking, come on, guys. Can't just be me. Here it is again. Look at this. Burrell finds Modem. Well, he was such a good player back in his college days in the state of Washington. So why he was a crucial player in Europe. Okay, Tahara's checked into the game as well. Takanori Tahara. Point guard for another change from David Gomez. And now it has to be LJ Peak with Harper out of the game. Really also can put him up. Let's see what they do. They're going to launch it from deep. Another offensive rebound. Matsuyama missed, but then that leads to the wide open layup for LJ Peak. This time driving in, not getting the call. Burrell. Good defense. Brock Modem, though, gets the deflection. Oh! Burrell throwing his body around, trying to get some calls. That was all Brock Modem right there. Seemed like Burrell took one or too many, a few steps too many there at the end of that foul. Here he is. Okay, the foul. Well, I'll tell you what, that's not a very good looking basketball play from either player. Let's see if it's an unsportsmanlike, I assume, on that man right there. It's Yama. I think the big question here is, was he playing the ball, or did he just barge into him? Oh no, they're seeing if it's Burrell who swung his right arm. This will be interesting. I don't know what to expect on this one. Okay, so I think they take the safe option and just call the normal foul on Matsuyama.
レイクスボールでゲームクロック4分7秒より再開です。お待たせいたしました。
So we're back to live action after the review of the foul. We've had a couple of reviews, but neither have been upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. Brock Modem giving the assist. Beautiful release from Tahar right off the bench. LJ Peak missing it from up top. And here is Burrell. Another wide open look. This one not able to go down from Kashiwagura. Entry pass, Inoue goes up with the left hand. He was looking for a foul. There is the follow. How about that? I didn't see that coming from Butts. Great job. I mean, this is where Butts, I think, is probably most effective in the offensive glass. And then scoring with those putbacks.
滋賀15番ラベナ選手、34番枠川選手、越谷33番笹倉選手イン。
So Isaac Butts goes to the line. .39-36, it's close. It's exactly what we anticipated. Ravena back in the game, puts it up close to the elbow. Ravena just has not had a solid game first half shooting wise. Trying to get on track. And foul Sasakura.
Shiga 4番クリーナー選手イン。
Oh no, excuse me. Okay, so Craner comes back into the game. 2:43 remaining in the first half. Both these teams have already won promotion to the B1 League next season. This is about the icing on the cake, winning the final, winning the championship here in the B2. JP started well, trying to get back into the flow, leans in, misses. Look at Coder again. Oh, and this time he was blocked by Kriener. And Kriener runs the floor well, and he's fouled by Inoue. So Soichiro Inoue with the foul sends Kriener to the line. And Coulter at this end, great chance here. And just didn't have any elevation whatsoever. He had his big body in there, but that wasn't enough with Kriener. And Kriener races to the other end and gets to the line. Excuse me, Butts, not Isaac Butts was in position, not Kotara. So Butts is going to go out. .211 remaining. It's really difficult to get a feel for this, how this is going to go. These two teams, neither able to pull away. Harper, I think, has had some valuable rest. A few minutes now. He's going to come back out and try to finish the first half strong. Greener makes the free throw. He adds that to his three-pointer that he made. Great crowd, as you might expect, for the finals here in the B2. Shiga Lakes Stars. I mean, you go through the disappointment of dropping into the B2, but then it gives you a heck of a season. Just they looked at it as an opportunity to get better. They went down. They've played better basketball, and they have had a memorable season. Foul down low is going to send the Alphas back to the free throw line. Nice drive by Sasakura with the fake. I don't think there's any doubt, as good as they have been, both of these teams, you know, it is going to be, you know, they're going to have to examine their rosters as they go into next season, maybe make a change or two to get better, because The competition level is going to go up considerably.
ファウルがありました越谷33番
Take nothing away from what they've been able to do this season, however.
チームファウル3つを超えています
Sasakura this time with the foul.
スローが与えられます
Second foul on him. He has to sit
12
down.
番モータム選手、越谷7番松山選手イン。
And Brock Modem, just like Harper. Harper had a rest. Now Brock Modem comes back in. So Wakagawa misses the first. 20 years of age. Great opportunity for him this season. Playing about 19 and a half minutes in the playoffs. Makes the second. Again, Modem has 18 points back in the game. 23 for Harper. And let's see if Harper's cooled off any since he's been on the bench. Here's LJ Peak. Gets it to Harper. Well, all credit that time to LJ Peak doing the hard work. And then it was on a platter for the man who now has 25 points in the first half. It's a 2-point lead for Shiga. Look at... Oh, traveling has been called on Brock Modem.
これはビリグルバイオレーションがありました
Oh. He got fouled. He got fouled a few times. They missed that. How they missed it, I don't know. He got hit on the arm. He got hit as he was driving by LJ Peak. That's why he had the reaction from Brock Modem. Oh, wonderful take. Reading the defense beautifully. And going all the way.
Shiga
Ishikawa with his first bucket of the game. That's
滋賀前半2回目タイムアウトでした
So we're all tied, just how we started just over 19 minutes ago. And the rebound, Burrell, he's going to go up with the left hand and score. Rare miss from Brock Modem, but Burrell takes care of it. He's got 11. And LJP, it's the second time we've seen him get into the lane, and he's either tripped up or he falls over. Look at this again. I mean, this is just not a foul. That's exactly what Brock Modem is saying. Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Gomez is saying as well. Brock Modem saying no contact. Okay, you had the hand there on the back. That's not good. Ah, wait a minute. So yeah, the call is leaving his foot out and tripping. But Modem, I think Modem could argue that he already had his foot established. It was already planted. And that LJ Peak kind of ran over his foot and tripped, and it was his fault. But anyway, he can tie it, and he does. LJ Peak with 9 points. So the veteran, Manua, checks into the game for the first time. Jose Manua, over 7 years of age. Big moment for him. Chance to win the title. They can get the 2 wins in this B2 Finals. This is game 1. Both games here at Shiga. Ooh, 3-point attempt, no good. He goes down trying to draw the foul. Is not called, and LJ Peak takes it all the way. And Burrell does not have enough space to get the shot off at the end of the first half. 46-44. Koshigaya Alphas trailing for most of the first half, lead it 46-44 over Shiga Lakes at halftime. 46-44 at halftime. Shiga Lakes trailing here at home in game one against Koshigaya Alphas. LJP kind of going early. And then this man just started to take over on offense for the Alphas, pouring in 25 first quarter points. Brock Modem, of course, a scoring machine in his own right, and really carrying Shiga Lakes today with 18 points and getting it inside, outside, you name it. He has been pretty much unstoppable as well. A little bit of support there from Wakagawa with a nice drive. And Justin Burrell showing as well that he can shoot it. He's got 11 points. That was his only 3, and he made it. LJ Peak and his driving, his penetration has, as expected, been a factor. He's got 11 points. This is good anticipation. With the steal from Wakagawa coming off the bench. And again, just a right young talent. But there were no answers for Harper. The only thing that helped neutralize him in the first half was when he went out of the game for a breather. That was the only thing that stopped him. Because when he was back in the game, nobody was stopping him. But again, nobody was stopping Brock Modem as well. Brock Modem in the first half, 7 of 8 inside the arc. He made his only 3, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. So nice minutes coming as well off the bench from Creener. He hit a 3, got to the free throw line, made a couple. And then look at that pass whipped over there to Tahara, who had just come into the game. 1 of the 4 assists for Brock Modem. Ishikawa also, I loved how he kind of looked at the defense. Everybody was thinking he was passing. He didn't. He held on to it and went and scored. Look at the free throws. 13 of 14. For the Alphas. That has been a big part of their success in that first half. 6 of 8 in that department. Just 1 3-pointer, though, has been made by the Alphas, and that has been their biggest issue. And then you've got some other issues. 24 points in the paint for Shiga compared to 30 for the visitors, Koshigawa, who have 10 second chance points. Just 2 second chance points for the Shiga Lakes. So the rebounding, again, a little bit of an issue. Have to keep an eye on that one. 25 is the number that really jumps out at you. It doesn't matter how many times you see it. It leaves you shaking your head, wondering how can this man have 25 first half points. But you could say the same thing about Brock Modem, who's just dominating all the stats. I had him with 4 assists, so it looks like he's got 3 assists, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists for Brock Modem, the Australia international. And we talked about the key players. Well, Brock Modem has indeed been a key player. 18 points. Just filling it up. 7 of 8 inside the arc. And LJ Peak has the 11 points. Especially his scoring. We're back in the starting lineup as well as Kiefer Rivena. It's been like a technical foul called right before the end of as they left. Let's see here. Was it on Gomez? Oh, that's interesting. Definitely technical. Anyway, here we are, second half action underway, and Brock Bodum, had the ball. Kotora gets it, puts it up, and in. So 48-44. Had an even bigger lead in the first half that disappeared once Brock Bodum got going. Here's Bodum. And he's fouled by LJ Peak. Yeah, they led by as many as 9 points early in the game, 15-6. Bodum goes to the line, makes the first. And Bodum makes the second, so more of the same for Brock Bodum. 20 points for him. Still waiting for confirmation that was indeed a technical foul that was called on Gomez at the end. Yeah, they called a technical foul on Gomez. There is the foul. And one coming, so much better. Look at Ravenna. He misses, but there is Burrell with the offensive rebound and putback. $14 for Justin Burrell. Shiga Lakes back on top. Booker hands it off. Here's LJ. Good hands knocking it away. Shiga Lakes bring it up. Modem to the corner. Kiefer Ravenna. Looked like he was trying to get some contact and a foul, but Shiga Lakes, look at that telegraph pass. Goodness me. And just leads to the easy bucket. And that is a big no-no from Kashi Wagura. He's got to know LJ is hunting that steal. Ravenna to the corner. Not too many threes falling. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. Going off Hoshikawa. You see that Hoshikawa is a physical player. Modem. Surrounded. Throws it out of bounds. He was expecting his teammate to be a little bit to the right where he threw the ball. He wasn't there. Here's, again, a chance for the Alphas to stretch their lead. Harper has it knocked out of his hands. LJ. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Kotora right at the end of the shot clock. Kotora gets it back. Matsuyama looking around to get it down low to Harper, and he misses again. Wow, what a reprieve that was. And then the foul has been committed by Hoshikawa. Well, all you can say is Shiga Lakes getting a reprieve, living dangerously, giving away a few opportunities that they were not punished. Kawamata's checked back into the game for Shiga. That down. I mean, really, Brock Motor's been the biggest threat all around. Justin Burrell hit a three as well. Here's Harper, spins into the paint, puts it up, and has to settle for 2 free throws. It doesn't feel like Harper is playing at quite the same rate here in the second half. Makes you wonder if the first half really took its toll on him. Missed a layup, missed a chance for a three-point play, but at least he's gotten to the line and makes the first of 2 free throws. Shiga fans trying to make their presence felt. Harper has been good at the line and misses that one. So he's got a couple misses now. Here is stepping out of bounds, giving it back over. So another opportunity to build on their lead here, the Alphas. It was defense that really turned the tide for Shiga when they took the lead. See David Gomez barking out some orders. Here's Harper missing. And even though he's wide open, I think that's a better option if you're guarding him. If you're going to pick your poison, let him take the three rather than drive. Beautiful drive by Kiefer Ravana. That is what they've been crying out for all game long, and the 30-year-old lays it up off the glass and in. First bucket of the game, second bucket of the game for Ravana, and here's Modem on the break. And the Alphas have to burn a timeout. A couple of easy buckets. And you got to really wonder, what was Matsuyama thinking about there? I mean, that's just not a pass that he needs to make. This is tailor-made. He's trying to get it to Harper, but just turns it over, triggers a fast break. Again, not a smart play. Timeout. So coming out of the timeout, the Alphas looking to respond. Here is ball in the hands of Sasakura now. Back into Hoshikawa, drives in, Had a good look. Super Havana prevents the steal, jumps up. That looked like that was kind of a careless pass. Shiwagura. Aramata. Back outside. Havana, his pass deflected. And the foul in the backcourt by Burrell. Here's another look. Kawamata tangling in there, and Burrell comes in and gets his big body on Kotora, so he's going to sit down after picking up his 3rd foul. That's a big development. We'll see how long he sits out. Not a player that you would want to go too long without. But it brings Craner back in the game. Harper, guarded by Kawamata, passes it back outside to the wing. And again, Shiga Lakes riding their luck, because that was a good look from three-point range that they just did not knock down. The Alphas. Here's the pass to Modem. There's a man that doesn't miss much at all. His 10th shot from the floor, stretches it up. 10th shot from the floor, takes it to a 4-point lead. 24 points for Brock Modem. LJ Peak tries to answer, he doesn't. Craner rebounds the miss. There's Modem again. Hands it off to Craner, spins, puts it up in the paint. It's good. Just when it seemed like the Alphas had the impetus, the fresh impetus, Shiga Lakes had come right back, but now LJ Peak just takes matters into his own hands, gets in and scores. And look at Sasakura driving and reaching in and forcing the turnover, and he's fouled by Kashiwagura. These are the B2 finals. Shiga Lakes taking on Koshigaya Alphas. Koshigaya Alphas, I think, fair to say, surprising Altair Chiba in the semifinals. A couple of close wins to advance. Shiga Lakes, they have had their designs on a double all season long. Look at that. Driving in and scoring LJ Peak. That's twice now. And if Harper has eased up a little bit, LJ has picked up his game. He's got 19 points. There's the drive, and you can count it. Are they going to count that? No, they're not. That's just one of these games. Foul Crater, that's his 3rd. One of these games where neither team is able to really get any separation. Good job. Defense, Kawamata. Wakagawa. Kawamata hands it off back to Wakagawa. And he is pushed down to the perimeter by Kitagawa. There's a dump to Craner. Beautiful play, Craner with the reverse. Used the rim for some protection. Gawa. Here's LJP. Over to Inoue from the right. And off the front of the iron. Modem from deep. You can count it. Oh my. 27 for Brock Modem. And with that shot, he is now the game's leading scorer. Inoue for three. Gets it right back. Oh. He's got to be careful he doesn't pick up his fourth foul. Kawamata. Not sure if he tried to bank that in or not, but he missed it. Now LJ Peak has it in the open floor, dancing around, drives all the way in, misses, and there is the follow from Isaac Butts, the former Appalachian State Mountaineer, using that big body, which we've seen a couple times him score with offensive rebounds and putbacks. The pace of the game picking up here in the final minute of this third quarter. Wide open Craner, and he is fouled attempting the three. And Coach Anzai, who famously led Utsunomiya Brex to the title a few years ago, helps him up. Look at this. Inoue chases him, and yeah, just kind of took away his landing space, his landing area. You got to give him a little bit of space to come down, and he did not. So that means free throws for Craner. All right, Craner's got his fans here in Shiga. Makes the second. That's a big call. You feel a little bit of momentum. I mean, we've been in this situation before, though, where it feels like, or where it felt like Shiga Lakes were about to go on a big run, maybe get some separation, and every single time this Alphas team comes right back. So it's a 5-point lead. 30. Coming up on the 30-second mark in the first half. If they go quick, they might get it back, and they do. And look at that. Once again, a three-pointer from that right corner, and it's Hoshikawa back to a 2-point game. Erases the 3 free throws that have just been made. And they might get another possession. Depends how deep Shiga go into the shot clock. Yeah, this is the guy that they need to give it to. Hoshikawa guarding Brock Modem. Goes in with the runner. I think he took it too soon, but they're going to end up getting the ball back. Kiefer Ivana re-enters the game here for the final 3.4 seconds. Kawamata goes out. This is going to be an offensive possession. We're not going to turn this over. So get some more offense on the floor. Here comes Harper as well. Provide some interior defending. They get it, and Modem puts it up. He was trying to get a call as well. He doesn't get it. And it remains a nail-biter. Shiga Lakes on top 65-63 over the Koshigaya Alphas at the end of 3. Fourth quarter action underway here in Shiga. Trying to hold this Alphas team at bay here in the B2 Finals, Game 1. And Kiefer Ravena, does a great job of getting into the paint. I'm not sure if he's looking to make a pass there, but he puts up a shot that's not even close. Just hasn't been his day shooting the basketball. Oh boy, almost stolen and going the other way, but instead the three-pointer is made, and it is that man once again, Matsuyama. Finally makes a three. He's got 5 points, Matsuyama. Whoa. Kind of an immediate answer for the three, and it's not there. And suddenly a little bit of momentum swing once again to the visitors. The Alphas. KOSHIGAYA. Segura misses, but there's Harper. And there is the follow. The third time in this game that Butts has gone up for an offensive rebound and scored with the putback. Butts, all 6 of his buckets coming with offensive rebounds and putbacks. Here is the three-point shot. You can count it. Ravena cometh the hour. And there's Butts, all knocked out of his hands. And that is foul number 4 on Burrell. And the problem that he's got, yeah, he got a lot of ball, but the fact that he swung down the way that he did, it just makes that referee think that he's committed the foul. You're not going to change his mind. Just let it go.
Shiga よりヘッドコーチチャレンジが要求されました。先ほどの滋賀のオフェンス時、ブロックモータム選手に対する
Okay, we've got a head coach challenge.
があったのかどうかをビデオで確認いたします。
I don't think you could challenge the foul. I didn't think you could. You could challenge whether it's an unsportsmanlike. Maybe I'm wrong, but here it is again. This is Ravena. That's a three. So they're reviewing something. Not exactly sure what it is, but oh, I see. They're looking to see if Butts, I think, may have had an unsportsmanlike foul on Modem. That must be what it is. I'm not sure that Butts realizes that's what they're looking at. I mean, there's a lot of pushing that goes on inside. I'm not sure they're going to call this. Yeah, he's saying that he was the recipient of a hard foul, unnecessary, and unsportsmanlike, so we'll see what the referees think. What they did was they allowed play to continue, and that's why I was wondering why they were reviewing that other call, because they're not gonna change that one, but they could, I think. Well, yeah, it's kind of a dirty play, really, from Butts, getting him with the elbow, pushing him over. Both these teams already have clinched promotion to the B1 League, which is in the middle of the playoffs right now. So they will be in the B.LEAGUE, B1 League next year. But one of the teams will go in as the champions of the B2 League. They do call the unsportsmanlike on butts.
越谷5番
Well, that was a very good challenge. I didn't think they were going to get it. Look at Butts. He is completely shocked. And the only reason why I think he's surprised is because there's a lot of bumping and grinding and pushing that goes on in the paint, but it looked like probably that could have gone either way, and they elected to call the unsportsmanlike. So it's a big call, 2 free throws, and I guess possession, but I think first they'll give LJ, oh no, LJ Peak was not at the other end, Butts was not shooting. So I think they're going to get possession after this. Oh, he only makes 1 of 2. It's the only thing that Brock Modem hasn't done well today is make his free throws. He's now 3 of 5. Okay, so they do give possession. So usually you get possession after the unsportsmanlike, as well as the 2 free throws. But I guess because the play had advanced and they called the foul at the other end, that's why that rule does not apply. So anyway, they get it back anyway. Keeper Ravena, Shiga Lakes back on top after the unsportsmanlike free throw. And then just a bizarre turnover. Very careless. There's Butts going at it down low with Creener. There's Harper. Harper follows up the miss, gets it, and earns a trip to the line. He's not finishing as well as he did in the first half. The third foul on Shiga Lakes, number 34, Wakagawa. Burrell comes back into the game. He's got the 4 fouls, so he's walking a tightrope here, folks. Meanwhile, Harper for the Alphas with a chance to put them back in front. And the stars of the game, again, doing most things well, but not making free throws. That's his 3rd miss at the line today. He misses both. Unbelievable. Well, Harper had been 7 of 9. Now he's 7 of 11 at the line. And he just looks tired. Doesn't look quite as fresh as he did in the first half when he basically just dominated. There is Ravena with the drive. Looking for the foul. Doesn't get it. Stepping in, and Sasakura misses another opportunity, and another miss. This one from Matsuyama. Three minutes into the 4th quarter, it's a 1-point lead for Shiga. Shot clock down to 10. Ravena again dribbling. I like his decision. Oh, nice handoff. And I think it looked like the better shot was on the right side of the bucket from Wakagawa. He tried to score with a reverse, just didn't have enough room. Yeah, he had not crossed yet. The question is, was he the last man to touch it? They don't have any challenges. Oh, called. Let's see here. 69-68 Shiga. Seem to have gone away from LJ a little bit, and well, it doesn't matter because coming out and drilling it was Sasakura, the go-ahead jumper. Greener thought he would put his team back in front, but missed. Kotora missing it from deep. It was Hoshikawa. Modem. A nice handoff, and then Kriener fouled as he goes up by Sasakura. Steve's going to do it again tomorrow. Same time. Early start in the afternoon, and if necessary there will be a game 3 here in Shiga as well. Peter takes his time, makes the first, ties it at 70. 13 points for Kriener. Look at how these fans live and die on every possession. Fascinating. Japan's love for basketball, how it really has deepened in recent years. Maybe the national teams had a little bit to do with that, but overall, wall to wall, great theater, great drama, and we're seeing it today. Here's LJ Peak missing. Good box out by Kriener, keeping butts off the glass. Interesting, they've got Butts and Kotora on the court right now at the same time. And look at Modem. Again, poetry in motion. He thought he got fouled. He'll take the bucket. It's a 30-point game so far for Brock Modem, and his team's up by 3 more crucially. LJ, the penetration is not there. He passes it back outside to Ninomiya. Ninomiya, over the shoulder pass. Shot clock about to expire. And good job, Kriener, not only holding off Butts, but able to grab the basketball. Kriener's been really important in this game, especially with the foul trouble for Burrell. Oh, beautiful drive, but the miss. Oh, it was right there for the taking. It would have been a 5-point lead. Now LJ Peak goes the other way, and he's fouled, and he had a chance for a 3-point play if he had made that bucket. This is Rivanna's 3. $30 points for Modem and 14 apiece for Kriener and Burrell, leading the way for Shiga. Well, 3 fouls on Modem, 3 on Kriener, 4 on Burrell, 3 on Wakugawa. And LJ Peak, who has 19 points, is at the line and making a very big free throw. The only player with 3 fouls, as many as 3 fouls in this Alphas team is Sasakura. LJ makes just 1 of 2, and from Iowa Hawkeye, Kriener with the rebound. 4.5 minutes remaining. It's winning time, folks. The time when games are won and lost. Who's going to make the plays? Here's Modem to the corner. Shot off the side of the backboard, but good deflection out for another possession by Wakugawa. Nice handoff, and Kriener takes it deep, and he misses. He wanted the foul, but I think the rest made the right decision there not to call anything. Harper drifts in, makes it, ties it. Once again, he's been relatively quiet in this second half, but that was a big bucket. He's got 28. In fact, that was his first points of the second half. And the drive in, what a bucket that was. Hoofing and scooping Nomoto. Taking it right at Matsuyama.
パーソナルファウル2つ目、チームファウル3つ目、得点認められ、さらにもう1本フリースローが与えられます。
滋賀15番ラベナ選手、24番バーレル選手。
Daichi Nomoto averaging about 4.6 points per game in the playoffs. First bucket of the day, and it comes at a very good time for his team. Ooh, this is the free throw. Maybe a little bit too amped up. Where do you go here? Yeah, get LJ Peak, get the ball in his hands. Harper, Justin Harper, settling, missing. Matsuyama for 3. That's huge. Well, they haven't hit many threes today, but the ones they've hit have been huge. 5 of 23 from deep. They're back in front. And again, that's the foul trouble for Shiga Lakes. For the B2 Finals, Game 1, both teams already having won promotion to the B1 League, and here they are trying to get a title at the end of the season. That shot doesn't drop. There's Nomoto. Just under 3 minutes to go. The Alphas with an opportunity. Here's LJP. And Burrell is gone. That is foul number 5.
のファウルです。パーソナルファウル5つあります。ファウルアウトです。
So Justin Burrell has fouled out of the game, which I don't think that's going to be the end of the world for the Shiga Lakes team. It's spent some time on the bench and they've been okay, but the bigger issue is getting stops and rebounds. LJ Peak making his fans happy, goes to the line, makes the first. 21 points for LJ Peak. Played for that USA team that won the Under-19 Basketball World Cup in Heraklion in Greece, where he was a teammate of so many greats like Jason Tatum. And he makes one of two, 77-75. Here's Brock Modem. Gets a long rebound. Kreener, long jumper, and he misses badly as well. Here's the drive and the defense and the miss. Keeper Ravena, beautiful drive, and that's what you need. Get a good shot. And Ravena looks at the ref to say, blow the whistle, please. Harper thought he could recover in time, did not. I think Ravena's right. I think he definitely got fouled on that one. That should be an N1. Well, that's a break for the Alphas. Well, let's see what Coach Anzai, who again led Utsunomiya Brex to glory a few seasons ago, what he's going to do here in the final 2 minutes. I think everybody expects LJ Peak to get touches. Boy, good solid defense out on the perimeter. Oh, the ball goes off of Peak and out of bounds. So here's an opportunity once again for the home team. I mean, it's been like this all game long. Neither team able to put any distance between themselves and the other. Kreener hands it back off to Ravena. He puts up a high arcing three. He would have been the hero if that one had gone down. Missed opportunity. Didn't look good on offense on that trip, Shiga Lakes. Here's the drive into the corner. And Hoshikawa steps out of bounds. Good defense out on the perimeter by Wakugawa. Sakura comes back into the game. Well, 1 minute remaining, folks, in game one of the B2 finals. Modem leans in, misses. Look at Krieger staying with it. Now quickly on the attack. LJ Peak gets blocked. Well, that might just be the play of the game right there. And the drive, and Kiefer Ravena is going to the free throw line, but the block at the other end on LJ Peak's drive right now for me stands as the play of the game. That was unbelievable. And this is just a great play by Kiefer Ravena, just taking it to him to get to the free throw line. Looked like he might have caught Sasakura with his elbow. And I think it was Wakugawa that had the block. So I think it was Wakugawa that had the block on LJ Peak, and now a review here to see if this is an unsportsmanlike. Ooh, this is dangerous because you saw the elbow go up. Yeah, it was indeed Wakugawa who had that block. Well, they called a push earlier in the game. Now watch the right elbow right here as he goes up. But I don't think there's any intent. I think it's in the natural basketball shooting motion. They are not going to call that. I don't think they should call that. I think that was a good shout by Coach Anzai because he definitely got him. And you never know what the referee might call there as they look at it. But as they slowed it down, it looked like he was going up in his natural motion. Huge free throws goes without saying. And Ravena makes the first. He had made his first two, so he's 3 of 3. And again, a chance. He makes them both. Crunch time, folks. 30 seconds remaining. Where do you go? Yep, LJ gets the drive and the bucket. You never know. We could end up getting overtime in this game. 79 apiece. How good has he been? Yeah, he had his shot blocked crucially on that previous possession, but he's got 23 points. I think I would almost deny him the basketball. That's how important he is to that offense right now. Make somebody else beat you. But now it's going to be pressure on the Alphas. I do not anticipate Anzai letting them dribble the clock down to attempt the last shot. I think he's going to try to come up with a steal, get some pressure. Well, you look at Modem, and you think automatically he's going to be involved, but also Ravenna, for me, is going to have to create. So they're going to try to keep the ball out of his hands. No, he's got it. So he's going to create. He's going to get, I think, some penetration, and he's going to try to get to the basket. Is he going to pass it or get to the basket? So they're taking it down for the last shot. Oh, they're going to settle for a jumper, and it's short, and we've got overtime. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't try to get to the basket. Because if he gets to the basket, you never know. You might get your feet wet, you get in the lane, you might get fouled, but instead, we've got overtime. It's 79-79, game one of the B2 finals. I got the feeling. Okay, so that was not the last play, but it just goes to show you how he can get to the rim. That was the play where they should have called a foul, but they didn't. I mean, if you get an open look, it's not necessarily a bad shot, but the thing is, in that situation, if you attack the basket, you may score, or you may get fouled. Well, he's got to put it behind him. Forget about it. That is in the past. You got to focus on the here and now if you're Kiefer Ravenna. And really, for me, it's no surprise this game's in overtime because there really hasn't been anything to separate these teams at all. I think both teams have missed some chances that could have stretched the lead. Matsuyama with a little step back. He's the man that had the block. Okugawa, big block on LJP. Ravenna with a little Euro step, and there's big play in the paint. Mike Krieger. We like to call this free basketball because it's that additional period of the game. The long shot, no good, and Krieger, who seems to me to have gotten better as the game has gone along, goes up for the rebound. Modem has gotten a little bit quiet here. Maybe it's time for him to step up. LJ Peak sticking with him. Krieger from deep. LJ Peak all the way to the other end, and what a reprieve that is. A wide open layup, and now Modem lays it up. 3:25 remaining. Harper goes up, has it taken away. Up to Ravenna, passes it back, and there is the follow. Modem. Harper just isn't the same player since really the end of the first half. Just doesn't have the same energy. It was evident on that play. And also some frustration for Coach Anzak because LJ Peak missed the layup. So Tahara missed, but there was Modem to clean up the mess. He's got 34 points, Krieger 16, Burrell 14, Ravenna 11. I would say I can see Shiga Lakes going ahead and winning this game now, but the way this game has gone, every time it looks like a team is about to go ahead and clinch, the other team comes back. .28 for Harper, 23 for Peak, 8 for Matsuyama for the Alphas. It's been pretty much it. There's still plenty of time, really. I think what you can't do if you're Shiga here is give away an easy bucket. You need to play some serious D. Don't give away a layup. And don't give away an open three. Okay, that's not bad. Well, give him credit. Tip your hat to him. LJ coming out. Stroking the mid-range jumper. Give him credit. 2.5 minutes remaining. Huge possession. Here's Modem. He's back. He's got 37 points. My, oh my, is he filling it up today. Anyway, for three, misses everything. Oh, nobody boxed out, and Sasakura there for the putback. Well, I mean, in fairness, it was such a bad shot that it fell kindly to him. So that was a break. Still a 5-point lead with 1:50 to go. The Alphas need a stop. Kiefer Ravenna doesn't settle, drives in, tried to make the dish. Krieger on the ground, bodies flying. Well, they are fortunate to keep possession. I kind of miss the old jump ball. So she can keep it. Wakagawa's going to inbound the basketball. And just in the nick of time, he gets the shot off. No good. So it's an alert play to get it up quickly, but with a 5-point difference, no surprise, LJ Peak has the ball. LJ drives in, gets blocked again. Wakagawa. And here's Krieger going in for the dunk, and is fouled. And that might just do it right there, folks. 7-point lead. Look at Krieger beating his chest. And Wakagawa, for my money, for his blocks, might just be the player of the game. Unbelievable. He's got 5 points. Here's Krieger again. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that Modem would be the player of the game. Krieger has been terrific. As I said before, he's gotten better as the game has gone on. Maybe not so much with his jump shooting, but his overall impact. And here he is at the free throw line. Completes the 3-point play. Biggest lead of the game for Shiga Lakes. They're up 8. Now Matsuyama, I don't think they have to look for threes. Annually passes it up, and Matsuyama puts it up and knocks it down. Well, amazing what a little bit of desperation, a little bit of extra concentration can do for a player. Matsuyama comes out. He's now hit a couple of big 3-pointers. Coach Gomez calling the shots. And Wakagawa brings it up the floor. Gets it back to Ravena. I think Ravena needs, like we said before, drive and dish, or drive and shoot. Here he goes. He gets in, puts it up, and in. That's it. And this is just completely unnecessary. You cannot commit a foul like this. Let's have a look again. Terrific finish. Now here he comes from behind. I mean, you probably got all ball, but it's a reach, it's a foul, and it's not a play that Tejada needs to make. Because right now the clock is the biggest enemy. Let the clock run. And instead, because you took that gamble, you tried to get that steal, you've stopped the clock, and you've put them on the line. And fortunately for Shiga Lakes, Matsuyama misses the first free throw. Makes the second. A 6-point lead. Again, valuable seconds ticking off the clock. So they'd like to foul, put them on the free throw line. Well, he can ice it right here. If he makes both of these, I think it's over. Makes the first. He's got perfect 5 of 5 at the line today. Keeper Ravena. See Burrell sitting, watching, having fouled out of the game. Only makes 1 of 2. Creener, though, knocks it back to Ravena. And he is fouled again.
ファウル越谷
Kriener's making plays.
8番長谷川富也選手のファウルパーソナルファウル3つ目
Well, that was the first free throw miss of the day for Kiefer Ravena.
滋賀12番大田選手27番マリオ選
Now
手
checking back in. The wily veteran Maniwa, Jose Maniwa, played a little bit at the end of the first half. Well, the question now is going to be, I think, can Shiga close this thing out tomorrow? I think this is going to be done and dusted. If you're a ALPHAS fan, you just gave up 3 points on this trip down the floor. So Ravena does what he needs to do, makes the 2 free throws. It's 96-87. Matsuyama puts it up from deep. Gets it back again. Kriener, another play. And that's going to be it, folks. 8 seconds remaining. I'm not sure what that was all about right at the end. Was that Tahara that was going up to the referee? But anyway, 96-87. Shiga Lakes win game 1 of the B2 finals over KOSHIGAYA ALPHAS. You see the game going to overtime. I mean, for me, one question mark over this game is how could Harper go from being the most dominant player in the game, pretty much unstoppable, to really a non-factor in the second half? And I can only assume he was tired. He was playing a lot of minutes. See, tomorrow is going to be the big game 2, a chance for Shiga to complete the sweep. Of course, both these teams already have clinched promotion to the B1 League. So in many respects, that was the more important of the aims. But anytime you get a chance to win a title, you want to go ahead and do it. And Ravena, I don't think he played that well in the first half. And funny enough, as the game got really tight and late, that's when he really came to the fore. He really played well at the end. Kriener played well as the game went on. Burrell was tough early on. Modem was really good. Poured in a game high 37 points. Maybe got a little bit tired, but he played a lot of minutes. 42 minutes for Brock Modem. So I'm not going to criticize him at all. He was terrific. But again, Wakugawa with the 2 big blocks. For me, I mean, I think those are the 2 biggest plays of the game.
このホームでしっかりと勝利をつかみ取りましたシガレイクスに大きな拍手をお願いいたしますオーバータイムにまでもつれ込む非常に激しいゲームとなりましたそれではここでダビー・ゴミスヘッドコーチより一言いただきます
So we're going to hear from Coach David Gomez.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much for your support. First of all, I would like to say thank you all the fans who came here, who show me love every day. You are the best of Shiga.
まずはじめに今日来ていただいたブースターの皆さん本当にありがとうございますいつも皆さんから愛を受け取ってます本当にありがとうございます
Second, I would like to say, because I didn't have the chance, they are a great team. They beat Altiri, and they came here, and we knew it's not going to be easy for them. But I would like to say congratulations because they are a top team.
まず越谷さんに対して称賛を送りたいです。彼らアルティリを倒してここまで来て今日のゲームは絶対に簡単なものではない、ものすごく難しいものになるというところで越谷さんここまで来たというところに対してまず称賛を送りたいです。
And with all the difficulties, all the situations that happened throughout the season, we are here just one more win for the championship. And thank you very much, players, for the effort, and staff for the preparation, especially Atsu.
ここまでシーズン通して長く戦ってきた理由は明日の一勝を勝ち取って優勝を勝ち取るためにやってきました。ぜひ皆さん明日一勝全員で取りに行きましょう。ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
ダビー・ゴミスヘッドコーチでした。それでは続きまして本日5得点5リバウンド3アシスト、ゲーム終盤には LJ ビーク選手にブロックショットを決めるなど大活躍でした。34番ワクア隼人選手お願いします。さあ明日に向けて一言お願いします。
まず一つ、勝利を届けれたので、あともう一つ皆さんに勝利を届けて優勝で終わりたいと思います。明日勝って笑顔で終わりましょう。明日も応援よろしくお願いします。
34番ワクア隼人選手でした。そして続きまして本日19得点10リバウンド2スティール、ゲーム終盤には素晴らしいバスカンでのダンクもありました。背番号4番ライアン・クリーナー選手お願いします。
Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting us. It's been one heck of a run in the playoffs. We got one more game for the championship, so please come out and get loud tomorrow.
皆さん今日応援来ていただいてありがとうございます。あと優勝勝ち取るまであと1勝なので、また明日も皆さんの応援よろしくお願いします。
Wakagawa basically had said, we'd like to finish the season with one more win. Please come to the stadium tomorrow. I'm glad they gave him some recognition for getting those two big blocks.
得点3アシスト、最後はしっかりとゲームをコントロールしました。15番キーファー・ラメナ選手お願いします。
There's Kiefer Ravena as well.
Guys, we made it this far. We have one more win to get that championship.
優勝まであと1勝というところまでここまでやってきました。
You give us so much energy. And again, I'd like to thank my family over here, all the Filipino families over here.
今日はキーファーの家族がそこにいるということで家族の前で勝利を届けて嬉しいです。
We'll make sure to get that championship. You guys deserve it. One more win.
皆さんの前でしっかり優勝を届けたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
15番キーファー・ラメナ選手でした。それではここで本日のゲー
So
ムの
Kiefer Ravena offering his words as well. I know he's got a lot of fans back in the Philippines probably watching him tonight.
それでは発表いたします。本日の MVP 選手はナンバー2ブロックモータム。
So here's Modem.
本日のブロックモータム選手37得点14リバウンド6アシスト2スティールという大活躍でした。さあそれではブロックモータム選手にも一言いただきましょう。明日に向けてあと一つです。お願いします。
One more game to win the championship. That's been our goal all season. So please support us tomorrow because we need you.
優勝まであと1試合なのでみんなのサポートが必要です。応援よろしくお願いします。
明日も活躍を期待しております。本日の MVP 選手12番ブロックモータム選手でした。大きな拍手お願いします。さあ 本日のゲーム1、もう早速最後の最後まで手に汗握る戦い、その中で選手の背中を押したのはやはり皆さんの声でした。優勝まであと一つです。明日いけますか皆さん。明日も共に戦っていただけますか。引き続き熱い声援をどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Well, all in all, it's been a good day. I'm pretty sure the Brock Modem is going to be a little tired tomorrow, having played more than 42 minutes. I'm not sure they can expect to get 37 points from him again. But don't forget LJ Peak and Harper. They also played a lot of minutes today. So, hey, this is what it's all about. They've been doing it all season long. And I'll go back, rest up, come back tomorrow. Maybe Gomez will try to get Brock Modem some more breathers, but this was Harper early, who just pretty much was having his own way with everything. Just scoring at will. And here was the young man Wakagawa, who really has a bright future. Really impressive watching him play. Burrell was strong early on. LJ Peak as well. And Wakagawa on the break. Decides to lay it up and in. Finished with 5 points, but again, the difference that he made today was on the defensive end in crunch time. He also had the 5 rebounds. Harper, majority of his points coming in that first half. Krieger letting it fly. That was his first 3 right after coming into the game off the bench. He ended up playing 25.5 minutes and had 19 points. Also had 10 rebounds. Really solid. And Kiefer Ivana knocking down a 3. Oh no, sorry, that was Tahara coming right off the bench and making that one. That was Hoshikawa right at the end of the first half. So LJ got it going in the second half. That was just a horrible play by Matsuyama, leading to the break and the 4-point lead with the Brock Modem dunk. Krieger again. Very impressed by him today. Got stronger and stronger. LJ Peak, always tough driving to the basket. Krieger wisely going to the other side and scoring with the reverse. Three-pointer, that made things interesting late. Ishikawa. That was a dangerous pass, and that led to the open look for Matsuyama. Sasakura missing there, but Harper was there, and then the man that scores all of his points off offensive rebounds and putbacks. Butts. Keeper Ravenna started to come to life late in the game. Sashikura hitting a big bucket. Harper, one of his, I think that was his only make in the second half, in fact. Yeah, it was. His only bucket. And it tells you how big a contrast was. That was a nice take into the paint from Nomoto. And that was the play there that you just knew that Ravenna, if he drives, okay, he didn't get the call go his way. Modem, huge three. Wish we could see the Wakagawa blocks, but I don't think we're going to. There was getting away on the break. Kriener, excuse me. Matsuyama, a late three, keeping his team's hopes just barely alive. But in the end, it was the driving ability, wind in the sails of Kiefer Ravenna. And Shiga Lakes take a 1-0 lead in the B2 finals. 96-87, they win it. So look at the final score, the three-point shooting, one more make for Shiga, one more make inside the arc, four more makes at the free throw line. They ended up, the Alphas actually started pretty well with their free throw shooting. It kind of dropped off a little bit. And the Alphas did have 18 offensive rebounds, which was a problem early on. 12 points off turnovers rather for the home team. 8 points scored off turnovers for Koshigaya. 29 bench points for the host today, and 17 for the visitors. So Brock Modem just far and away the biggest and I would say most important player, start to finish, 37 points. Kriener, you could argue, was maybe even more important for what he did in the second half. And then Kiefer Ravenna really turned it on late for Shiga Lakes. He had 28 from Harper. Again, the majority of those coming in the first half. He just kind of disappeared. I think he just got tired. LJ Peak picked it back up as well. Harper did have the 13 rebounds. And Matsuyama had the 5 assists. Look at the all-around game of Brock Modem. He was terrific. And I suppose, anytime you can finish with 28 points and 13 rebounds like Harper, it's kind of hard to take issue with that. But again, you look back, he played 30 minutes and 45 seconds. He played the majority of the first half, and I think that's what kind of got him in the end. So the key players today, well, they were indeed key players. 12 points scored inside. Brock Modem had the 3 of 5 from three-point range, made 3 threes. LJ was all about driving to the basket. He did hit a big mid-range jump shot once. And then the 14 rebounds and the 7 rebounds for LJ Peak. So Brock Modem, is going to be difficult for him to top that. Also had 6 assists today and a steal. LJ had the 3 assists and the 1 steal. So here we are, the finals of the B2, and a 1-0 lead for Shiga Lakes. They beat Yamagata to get to this stage. Koshigaya upsetting Altieri Chiba to make it this far, to clinch promotion. And now in the race for the icing on the cake, the B2 title, it's Shiga with a 1-0 lead. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.